And back, welcome to the 69th Black Hammer Tuesday rally. The Black Hammer organization is bringing you this 69th Tuesday rally in a special way today because our theme is not just revolutionary church. Our theme is how do we do our rallies on the ground? And today we are going to see a screening of one of our rallies on the ground that we just did today in Atlanta with the Atlanta chapter. And so who are we though? Who is the Black Hammer organization? Because we are, in fact, an organization of poor and working class colonized people, poor and working class colonized people who are united under 4 principles of unity. Our first principle of unity is 1, we believe the colonized proletariat should have dictatorship over our lives, labor, land, and resources. This means that we, as the colonized proletariat, should have control over our bodies, control over our lives, control over how we eat, how we live, how we raise our children. That's what that means, all right? We are also believing in second principle of unity. Our second principle of unity is we believe the colonized proletariat is equal no matter gender, sexuality, age, skin tone, body type, location, religion, language, mental or physical differences, and or bi or multiracial identity. So no matter who you are as a colonized person, we know that you need that freedom. We know that you need that freedom because we all got the same enemy on our necks. Our third principle of unity is that we believe we believe that all the problems the colonized face come from colonialism and the submissive neocolonialists from within our colonized nations. All right. So we believe that no matter what the problem is that we are facing as a people, that it is from colonialism, nothing else. Colonialism is the thing that is causing that stress around your rent, the reason why maybe you're experiencing violence in your hood today. It's the reason why you go through what you go through. And it's also the submissive neocolonialists that are within our colonized nations, the people who look like us, who ain't about us. And finally, we believe that the colonized proletariat is the only true proletariat. Only through our leadership can white power, capitalism, colonialism, imperialism, and all its symptomatic offspring be smashed. So we is the true leadership up in here because we got the same enemy that has been causing this turmoil. And you know what? Only together, only through us, the poor working class of us, can we smash these things. And so who leads us through this? Who leads us through these principles and puts them into action on the ground? That is our leadership. That is our commander-in-chief, Gazi Koto, our Secretary General, Tiger, and our Minister of Defense, Sholot. All right. And so this is the leadership that makes us do what we need to do on the ground to make those principles a reality, because we just can't have ideas. We got to have action. And at Black Hammer, we are about action. And so enjoy tonight's rally, enjoy tonight's screening, and welcome to the revolution. And just a reminder, we are not just live on one platform, but we're live on a couple platforms, on our Facebook pages, on YouTube. So make sure you are sharing this, right? You might be in the room, but go ahead. You might find that Facebook link, our Black Hammer page, or our Black Hammer Times Facebook page, or our YouTube page, youtube.com/BlackHammerTV. Go ahead, go and get that link and share it out there with our people, all right? Because you might be getting this word, but other people need to get the word too, all right? So make sure you are sharing. And we want to make sure that you are enjoying tonight's rally. So make sure you have your volume on, get some headphones on. Maybe you want to have a little snack, but also have a notepad. Have a notepad so you can take notes as to what is going on in our communities, what is going on for our people, because we're about to hear from this revolutionary church up in Atlanta what is going on with our people. And so enjoy the revolutionary church, y'all.
Work on this right here. Anyways, land back. All right. My name is Gazi Kodzo, and I am the commander-in-chief and founder of the Black Hammer organization. That is the organization right here with me in the black and red outfits that I feel are real lit. I feel we look real cool, real militant, you feel me? And the reason why I created this organization is because in 2019, I was houseless, homeless, whatever you want to call it. I had no place to stay, and I was out on the street. And I saw that there was no group, organization, or even ministry that was really about what they were saying, what they was about, and helping our people. You know what I mean? And informing our people of the real circumstances of why we are in these conditions. We are not in these conditions because we are bad people. We are not in these conditions because in a past life we did something bad. We are not in these conditions because we are lazy or anything like that. The reason there are poor people in the world is because there has to be poor people for capitalism to exist, for colonialism to exist. For these billionaires to have billions of dollars, they have to steal it from somewhere. And they stole it from us. And they stole it from us. And they stole it from us. When they looted and raped and enslaved us as Africans when we were on the continent, and chained us and lynched us and branded us and forced us here in the United States of America after stealing this land from indigenous people, they forced us to create this economy of stealing and of looting for them. And I promise you that any reason why you may or may not be out here, it is because of colonialism. If you have a drug problem, I can show you the Pentagon that created your drug problem before you were even born. They wanted us to have a drug problem. You feel me? Crack cocaine was put into our communities. Crack cocaine didn't come from our communities. If you've got a horizontal gang violence problem, that was created by them too. And the poverty problem was by them too. And the only way for us to rectify this contradiction is for us to get united and organized to defeat it. To get organized to defeat it. And I know you saw Revolutionary Church, but I want to be very clear that we represent and we accept and respect all religions, all religions, all religions. We accept it even if you don't have one. At the end of the day, you are my brother, you are my sister, you are my sibling, and we are here to serve you at the end of the day. So that is why we decided to have a revolutionary church, period. And also, because I've come out here a lot, and I came out here on a Sunday where this Asian man who lives in Buckhead wants to come down, he wants to come down and talk to our people about the Lord has told us that we are in this condition because we should be in the condition. My thing is this: don't preach like you Jesus if you're not doing work like Jesus. Don't preach to me like you God if you're not doing work like Jesus. And that Chinese, Asian, Korean, whatever man, pastor, he don't open up his home to any of us. How I know he didn't open it up to me, goddamn. But I was houses. I was sleeping on the train on MARTA, where they would arrest you if they caught you sleeping and arrest you in jail for a week, like my brother Willie here. And so it's not about just speaking. It's about walking. It's about action. And don't let nobody talk to you about nothing if they ain't got no action behind it. You feel me? So at the end of the day, when I got off the streets and organized other houseless and homeless and drug addicts and sex workers and all of us together, and we raised resources and money to get a house, we opened it up to our people. So you know Willie be out here, Willie with us now, Willie staying with us now, Willie fed now, Willie got a roof over his head now. If you ain't willing to open up your house to my people, don't talk to my people, because that ain't godly. Same here for this sister right here. Y'all may know her as Melissa Wood, but we call her Beloved. Where my other comrade at? Behind the screen right there. Get on up, Kino. Get on up, Kino. Land back. Kino too. Kino too. But you know, now we got about 15 people in the house, okay? Not a problem. So we raising resources right now so we can purchase more houses and open them up for my people because winter is coming. And them shelters is dangerous. Y'all know what happens in them shelters. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of people stealing your stuff in them shelters. There's a lot of abuse in them shelters. That's why we're acquiring these houses and opening up to our people that need it. But any which way. I'm about to pass the mic to my sister here so she can tell you. She ain't got to believe me. She can tell you. And she been part of both, right? That Asian man from with the Yale hat with that live in Buckhead, you know, the same Buckhead that wants to separate itself from Atlanta, Georgia, that wants to separate itself from black people, that same Buckhead, right? Let me tell you another thing, because it's a scam what he's doing. Because let me tell you how he live in Buckhead. He live in Buckhead because he gets grant money. He gets grant money to come here and give y'all that tight-ass cantaloupe and that damn foil plate you be giving up. And that grant money you be getting is hundreds of thousands of dollars. That clothes he gave you, he didn't buy them clothes. He gets that clothes from the Goodwill that gives it to him for free, and he gives it to y'all. It's a hustle. He a hustler. He a hustler. He a hustler. And I know a hustler because I was a hustler. Everything you see right here, none of this is grant money. None of this is the cities. None of this is the mayors. None of this is no white billionaire paying us. This is resources that we raised out in the streets, on MARTA, asking for donations, $5 here, $1 here, 50 cents here, and putting it together so we can purchase these items to get it back to our people. And you know it's a grind because when we first came out here, we only had, the blankets for the ground, right? The picnic blankets. And I told y'all how self-critical I was that I had to bring my people them blankets, but I said we was going to upgrade and get chairs for y'all, and now we got chairs. Ain't God good? Ain't God good? Ain't the people good? Because there was people just like you, black and brown people on the train that gave us $5, that gave us $10 because they care and love you. So when you sitting in this chair, when you see these resources that's being given to you, that ain't me, all right? That ain't even Black Hammer. That's your own people showing you how much they love and care about you. And I know that's hard to believe because we got friends and family that really talk down to us, that really ain't there for us. That's why we out here, because our friends and family ain't acting like friends and family. But our people are out here, and they really do care about y'all, and they just got organized, and we help them get that organized so we can help each other. Because Babylon is burning. Babylon is burning. You hear me? There's a plague. There's these cicada bugs that look like locusts out here. All right? We're living in a colonial climate crisis. There's fires all on the West Coast. Floods happening all on the East Coast. Shit is changing. And so we've got to change too. And I'm about to pass this mic to my sister Ruth that's going to tell you her testimony. Be loved, be loved. That's going to tell you her testimony. So you can believe and look at her and understand that's you right there. Look at me and say that's you right there. I was out here too. I was out here too. And I never forgot about my people like so many of us who leave out here forget. So even though we have taken our comrades in, we bring them back. We bring them back here. Because until we all free, ain't none of us free. Until we all out of this park, ain't none of us out this park. So that's why we come every Tuesday. That's why we come every Tuesday. That's why we come every Tuesday. So we don't forget that. And we stay connected to that. Laying back. Laying back. This is love work right here. This is love work right here. And I know some of y'all may be like, well, you're talking about black and brown people. You hate white people. But there's a white man sitting right here, so obviously I don't hate white people. And he got a mask. You got a mask, right? Well, I don't know, you may be indigenous. You may be indigenous, I don't know. But anyway. But you see, we don't hate white people, but we're going to tell them the truth. We're going to tell them the truth about colonialism. We're going to tell them the truth about oppression and slavery. It's called tough love. It's called tough love. When your mama, if she loves you, she's going to tell you when you act bad, and she's going to tell you how to do better. So that's what we're about. At the end of the day, sometimes they can take it, sometimes they cannot. But at the end of the day, I express my honest truth, right? I gotta be honest. I gotta speak truth. Laying back? All right, beloved, let them know about you right here, right quick. Look at this.
Hey, everybody. I know y'all know me, right? From last year, when I was down here, I was struggling. I had my soda got stolen. They tried to keep me from down here. The devil tried to kill, steal, and destroy me. But guess what? I bounced back up. I didn't let him keep me down. Because I'm a defeater. I fight. I'm not a quitter. No matter what I go through, I still go through that fight every day. I have struggles every day, but guess what? I still overcome all of them. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. What God done did for me. God has blessed me with some family that really loves me. I even got my own business as a community relation director by God's grace. See, when you walking with God and and you align with Him, He'll give you everything you need. Not everything you want, but what you need. He said, all you got to do is turn away from your wicked ways, and He'll come down from heaven and open up His arm and say, welcome home, my brother, my daughter, or my son. But we let this colonists and other people turn us against one another. We got to stand strong for each other. We got to be unity. We got to keep, we can't let the devil come and kill, steal, destroy our happiness, our joy, and our peace. We got to keep moving on. It's never too late to change. Hope, believe, love, and faith. That's the four things you can do to ever change your life. Now I'm getting ready to introduce my first speaker. Who is my first speaker? So I'm telling everyone, no matter what your circumstances is, it's only temporary, it's not permanent. So get up and fight that devil. Tell that devil no more. It's my time to shine. It's my time to be in the spotlight. Okay. Y'all should tell that devil, I'm tired of you whipping my ass. It's time for me to start whipping your ass.
Yeah.
It's time for me to defeat your ass, because every day you taking everything from me. You taking my happiness, my joy, my love, and my peace. We got to stop that devil. We got to tell that devil, you're a lie. I know whatever God promised me, I got it. He said, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. He also said that if he with us, who can be against us? So we got to know one thing, that we are defeated people. We conquerors. We don't let the devil steal our joy. We don't let him come and kill our family and our friends. I got haters out here, but you know what? I still love them, no matter what. Because, hey, I'm untouchable, unstoppable, and unremovable. So, when you come at me, you coming with my angels right here. Black Hammer Organization, these are my angels. They protect me. They walk with me every day. They talk to me every day. And they the one that changed me. So don't look at the things you see now. Look at the things that's not seen. That's the impossible things. All of those that will shut in your face, they shall be opened up. If you walk with God and change your life around. And also, come in and join us with Black Hammer Organization. We'll teach you about self-criticism and self-criticism. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful day. We enjoyed y'all sitting here talking to us, and I hope that what I said to y'all went in y'all ears. It didn't go in, but didn't go went out the other way, because we loving people, and we come out here to support y'all. Bye bye.
Land back, y'all. Can I get a land back? All right, y'all. So as you heard, we are the Black Hammer Organization, and I'm coming at you as the Minister of Defense of the Black Hammer Organization, Minister Shalom, and I am in charge of keeping all of the so many comrades that we have all over the world safe and secure. And I mean not only just here in Atlanta, but in
all over the country. We got people in Kenya and Gambia. We got so many comrades, and we need to make sure that we're all secure. But I'm coming at you today, letting y'all know that we still have a whole pandemic going on here, and that's why we have y'all in the chairs, not just for staying comfortable, but to also make sure that y'all are staying separated and secure. Make sure that there's no cross-contamination within our people. We don't want to keep the same colonial violence that the colony has been doing to us by letting this coronavirus, kill off so many African, indigenous, and Asian people. We got to make sure that all people are secure. And that's why we also have been passing out KN95 masks, the only mask that has been proven to filter out the COVID virus. Not the cloth mask that the CDC has been feeding into us since the start. We're here actually to protect our people. All right. So I'm so glad to see so many of y'all putting on your mask. It's nice and stylish. This brother right here looking good. You looking good over here too. So yeah, let's make sure that we stay COVID safe. We keep the mask on at all times, keeping it over the nose like this, and covering our mouth as well. And let's practice a social distancing as well. Let's not be the same as the state here. We're trying to keep our people safe so we can be free. It's up to us to stay alive so that we can fight for freedom for another day. All right. But that's what I got for y'all today. Enjoy the rest of this sermon right here. But I'm gonna pass it off to the next speaker. Land back.
We're going to be doing a raffle. We're going to be giving away one of these chairs. We're going to be doing a raffle at the end. We're going to be giving away one of these
Our
chairs.
next contestant is
Hold on to your number.
our SB Tiger.
Doing a raffle at the end. We're going to be giving away one.
Land back, y'all. Can I get a land back? I said, can I get a land back? Land back, y'all. Like Secretary General Tiger said, my name is Chief Torre, and I'm here with some political education because the Black Hammer organization, no matter where we are, no matter what kind of meeting we have, we don't do nothing without political education. Because I want you to look to your left, I want you to look to your right, and if you're in a meeting with someone, you got to know that they're heading in the same direction as you. You got to know is that person to your left, is that person to your right, the person behind you, that you are all united. And you can't be united if you're not on the same political education. So what we got today, I'm going to tell you the 4 principles of unity. Not just any kind of unity, the 4 principles the way Black Hammer does unity. The 4 principles we follow that formed this organization. The 4 principles on which all of our work rests. The work you see before you, the people before you. All of us are sealed by these 4 principles. I'm going to break them down. First, principle of unity. We believe that all poor and working class colonized people, that is black and brown people, if you're a black and brown person, you are colonized. Say it with me. I am colonized. All poor and working class colonized people must have dictatorship. Dictatorship as in rule without law over our land, lives, labor, and resources. Dictatorship over my body, as in no one can tell me what to do with my body. Can you say my body, my choice? Dictatorship over our land. No outside force can come in and tell us what to do with our land or our labor, our bodies, none of that. Dictatorship. Principle of unity number 2. We believe that all poor and working class colonized people are equal. We are equal. That means we have no divisions up in this organization. You want to be in Black Hammer? That means you got to get rid of all of the things that divide you from your people. We believe that we are equal to matter gender, sexuality, religion, what language you speak, what mental differences you've got, what body types you've got, what location you live in. None of that
will divide us. We are equal. Say it with me. We are equal. There will be no division. That's right. Principle of unity number 3. We believe that all the contradictions, that means all the problems, the root of evil in this earth comes from 2 things. The first is colonialism, and that means white power. The second is neo-colonialism, and that means white power and black face. That means white power and brown face. That means someone who looks like you, who looks like me, but they are working for white power. That's neo-colonialism. The root of all evil from those 2 enemies. The 4th principle of unity is we believe that born working class, black and brown colonized people, we are the leadership of this revolution. We are the leadership. Can you say it with me? We are the leadership.
We are the leadership.
We are the leadership. That means that we who make everything for society, the food that goes into our stomachs, the chairs we're sitting in, the buildings that surround us, all of this that was built by us will be liberated by us. We are the ones who can change this earth. We do not sit and wallow in what circumstances we have been given. We have the power to change it collectively. Poor and working class, colonized people, we must change it. We will change it because we are the leadership. Say it with me. We are the leadership. And with those 4 principles of unity, you can arm yourself with the certainty that we will march forward and win this revolution. We will take back our lands, lives, labor, and resources. So now that you're feeling good and confident, now that we are politically educated, we can continue moving forward with this revolutionary church. I'm going to pass off the mic back to Comrade Beloved so I can introduce him to your next speaker. Land back. Land back. Oh, Shagun? Shagun, you ready for this mic? I missed it. Can y'all hear me? All right, so before the next speaker, everyone that is sitting in the red chairs, y'all have entered into a raffle. All right, so at the end, we're going to be calling out numbers. We're going to be giving out chairs. We're going to be giving out shirts. All right, and other prizes at the end, okay? And we almost like that. We're not going to treat you like that. But anyway, so here we go to Shagun. And I think we talk a little bit better. I think we're more excited. You feel me? All right, Shagun, let's go, let's go, let's go. Land back, y'all. Can y'all hear me okay? All right, can I get a land back? Land back. Land back. Land back. Land back. That's what our organization is all about. That's our slogan. You see it on the back of our shirt, right? We're trying to take our land back because we understand that all the problems that we face come from the fact that our land has been stolen, right? By the white man, by the white woman, by the white gay, by the white poor, right? It wasn't Queen Elizabeth who came over here and started lynching niggas. It wasn't Queen Elizabeth who came over here and started scalping indigenous people. It was ordinary white folks. But anyway, don't let me go on too long about that. I'm here to talk about you. I'm here to talk about us. I'm here to talk about the poor working class colonized masses, right? The people at the bottom of society. The people that be spit upon and thought of in the most abhorrent ways that are absolutely untrue. Absolutely untrue. Say it with me. Absolutely untrue.
Absolutely untrue.
Absolutely untrue.
Absolutely untrue.
They gotta spread lies about who we are and who are, or what our true capacity is, because if we really knew what we were capable of, if we really knew who we were in this society, if we really knew what we could do when we come together on the same mind, on the same step, in one accord, this whole thing would come crumbling down, and we would come rising up. Period. All right? We will rise up, and we are rising up. People are rising up all over the world. We got people rising up in New York. Y'all heard about the nurses? The nurses who were serving on the front lines of COVID, they said, hell no, I'm not getting your vaccine. And they said, okay, hell no, you ain't working for us no more. And they kicked him right out. It's unbelievable. They're really trying to force this vaccine onto our people, you know what I'm saying? To try to open back up their economy, to try to put our kids back in school, to try to put people back to work, because it's over with. It's crashing. It's on its dying fumes, and they want to keep a little more gas in the tank. But we're saying hell no, not today. We're getting organized. We're making an arm in arm, brethren, sisters, and all siblings coming together to fight back, to feed ourselves, to clothe ourselves, to house ourselves, right? And that's what this organization is, again, ultimately all about, right? We could talk about land back in the grand scheme of things, but what does that look like step by step, you know? It looks like a service such as this. It looks like reaching out to our people and inviting them in and saying, hey, come and join this organization. Come and get organized. Come and feel the power of collective power. Come and feel the power of collective thinking and action, right? And that's what I'm trying to make a call for all of y'all here today to do, right? We always say we are not just a charity organization. We don't want to come here every week just to give you a goodie bag. We want to come here every week to inspire you, to lift you up, to let you know that you have the power to change the world. We have the power to change the world, all right? And we only have that power if we work together, all right? So I implore you all, please, 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 if you feel it in your heart, join this Black Hammer organization today and work with us to help better organize this situation, right? So that we can get more care packages out to our people, so that we can have more chairs up in here and fill in this whole area, so that we can have more people, masses of people coming from all corners of this city, out here, listening to this good revolutionary word, you know what I'm saying? Inspiring themselves and inspiring others. That's what we're all about. Making change in the world by inspiring ourselves and others to really understand what our true capacity is. And it's revolution, baby. And it's the only solution. And that's why we're here. That's why we're here. All right? Can I get a land back? Can I get a we are able? Can I get a we are able? We are so able, we are so capable, and we're making that clearly known every single day as we continue to do this work, y'all. So I would again like to make a call. Where my membership people at? Nadia, Yabe? Okay, that's it. Yeah, membership people. All right, could you get a hand raised if you would like to join the Black Hammer organization today, and we're going to make sure to call you up and get organized so that we can keep doing this even better. All right, front row feeling it. Front row feeling it. We got their contact? You already got their contact? All right. Nadia, what you doing? They busy. Okay. Well, we'll make sure we get you 3 contacts. Anyone else trying to join today? Anyone else trying to join today?
Trying to join over there.
Over there in the blue?
See right there with the beautiful hair?
Missy? I brought Missy right over from Missy, I know you're trying to join. You ain't trying to join today? All right, maybe next week, Missy. Missy said, I gotta watch and see what y'all really all about. And I appreciate that. I can respect it. You know what I mean? And I said it last week. I don't want y'all to join just to get a shirt. I don't want y'all to join just to think, well, maybe I can get an extra goodie bag. It ain't about that. And I know that's not in your heart. What we want you to join for is to be serious. To be serious. To be serious about building a new world. And to be serious, most of all, in believing in yourself. And believing in your brethren and your sisters and your siblings all around you in our capacity to really change things. Because this world has tried to drag us down for way too long. And it's lies from the pits of hell. You know what I mean? And so we're bringing that to the light, and we're getting organized. And we're putting a new type of light, not the fire from the pits of hell with the light, but the futuristic, the light at the end of the tunnel that is our liberation. With all our land back in all our hands, living a peaceful life on a peaceful planet. Period. Land back. Land back. Period. Land back. Land back. Land back. Land back. Land back. All right, y'all. As y'all see, we are very careful about COVID-19 and all other kinds of things because I just want y'all to know that this service that we do for our people, it's a 24/7 thing. You feel me? Even when we go to the club, we wear the mask because we are amongst our people. We come here all the time, and we don't want to spread or give y'all anything because we know how those hospitals treat us. We know about the experiments they do to us, okay? So that's why we take such seriousness when it comes to COVID-19. And I'm about to introduce you to somebody that is a scientist. You feel me? This brother is a scientist from India. A scientist from India. Laying back. Let's give a round of applause for Taylor. Laying back. All right, we're about to wrap it up. I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. I don't know if y'all been on social media, but there's a lot of talk going on about Dave Chappelle and his Netflix special. And for some reason, people are really wrapped up about what Dave Chappelle said on his Netflix special. And it got me really upset that people really give a damn about what Dave Chappelle said on his Netflix special. He said something about the LGBTQIA. Well, I guess it's somebody that is forced to be a part of that community. I just want to be a representative and say I don't give a damn about what he said on the Netflix special. I'm not even going to listen to it. Want to know why? Because we got bigger problems. We got bigger problems. I don't even know if that's a problem. I don't even know if somebody saying something that you don't agree with is a problem. Get over it. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to something else. Read a book. Go do some gum. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, just like we stated, there are real issues and contradictions going on in the world. Our planet is dying. I need y'all to really internalize and understand that. Our planet is dying. This summer was the hottest summer that we have ever experienced, but it will be the coldest summer we have ever experienced, meaning next summer is going to be hotter and hotter and hotter. And the last winter was the coldest, and this next winter is going to be even colder, and more and more and more. And who do you think are going to be the people that are going to die first from these afflictions of this climate change? Us. Say us. 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 That's what I care about. That's what I care about. I care about this unemployment that they're pushing us into. I'm caring that they won't even let us go into shelter unless they force us to take vaccines. That's what I'm upset about. I'm upset about us stealing and robbing and hurting and raping and looting each other. That's why we have got to get organized to get free. We have got to get organized to get ourselves together. We have got to get organized. What's going on? Brother, what's going on?
Hold on.
All right. At the end of the day, we have got to stay focused and organized on our freedom. You understand? The afflictions and aggregations and struggles and little fights that we have is keeping us away from freedom. That's why we are out here struggling, but there's all these vacant spaces all around us because we've got to organize to take it back. We've got to organize to take it back and to take it by force. Say, take it by force.
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 That's what we've got to organize to do. And I know that there's a lot of stuff out there that tell us that we can't do things, that we can't achieve things. And that's what I want to play this song for. And I want y'all to focus on the word that is trying to rise us up today. And don't be distracted by the devil and his distractions. You feel me? Say, land back.
Land back.
Okay, hold on. And the highest I got was 14. Shut it up. Hey, you got a t-shirt. You got a share. All right, one more. Number two. Who's got two? Who's got two? Who's got number two? Number two. Number two. Number two. Number two. All right. Number two. Woo! All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. We're going to be back here Tuesday at 4.
Land back, land back. So you just saw exactly what we can do on the ground for our people, right? We can bring revolutionary political education. We can bring resources. We can bring service to our people and organize them for freedom. You heard it laid out by our Atlanta chapter, by the Vanguard, all right? And so stay tuned because we're going to be talking a little bit more about what we do. So right now I'm going to pass it to Chief Amalicha, who is our International Chief of Economic Development. Land back, Chief Amalicha.
Land back, everyone. I am Chief Amalicha. I am the International Chief of Economic Development. I represent the Kalina people of Venezuela. I am poor and working class, but got that petty boo, you know, with the university and whatever. But my pronouns are also she, her, and I'm super excited to have y'all all up in this rally, especially with this revolutionary church, you know, where we are talking to the people and ensuring that we getting them these resources that, you know, colonialism been stealing from our people for 600 plus years. Honey, Columbus Day was just yesterday. What year is it now? What's the exact number at this point? 600 plus something, who knows? But it's been too long for our people to, you know, be having these resources taken away from them. So tonight we have, you know, a raffle in place in order to raise these resources for our people as well. And as you know, we're out here on these MARTA trains. We're out here, you know, on the ground at this revolutionary church every single Tuesday at 4 p.m. And we're also making sure to meet our people out at New Orleans. So come through, get out here and make sure that, you know, we are raising these resources for the people. So to start off, you know, talking about MARTA and meeting the people out on MARTA, right? First of all, to donate, you know, Cash App BlackHammer.org, or you can go to our website, blackhammer.org/donate. And when we're out here on these MARTA trains, giving our people these care packages, we got to make sure, you know, that they have that soap, that granola bar, all that, you know, in there early in the morning to give them that energy. So those care packages are about $10 each, right? So let me see those $10 donations up in the comments. But we also, you know, include KN95 masks for the people, right? Because these MARTA trains are not always the cleanest. You know, we have this. Obviously, MARTA ain't taking care of our people, doesn't care about our people's health while they are out here. So we're the ones, you know, that have to step in, that have to make sure that our people are staying safe and healthy from this coronavirus. And so, you know, those KN95 masks, cute little Black Hammer masks and whatnot, make sure that our people are staying as protected as possible. So who got some donations for me up in these comments? Come through. Again, $10 for care packages. And like I said, we are doing a raffle tonight. So for every $10 that you donate, you get entered into a raffle to get Black Hammer socks. Yes, you heard it here. You get to have the Black Hammer socks with the logo on it if you donate $10. And the socks themselves cost $16.95. All right. You know, we got some cute socks with the logo on them. I know Corporal Shagun got some of the socks. And as we're going into this cool winter season, honey, you know you need to stay socked up. So make sure to submit your donation through Cash App BlackHammer.org, or blackhammer.org/donate so we can continue to get these care packages extra early in the morning to the people out on those MARTA trains. And next up, we got, making sure to also work on this march on the CDC. Nikki told the truth to me. Fauci lied to me, right? As we said, we're out here on these MARTA trains talking to the people, making sure they get these KN95 masks, making sure they get the true information about what is going on in the world around, this coronavirus, right? And we already know that Fauci ain't coming through. So of course, Chief Oju coming through with $10 for the people for those care packages and those KN95 masks. So we have to be the ones that show up and show out for our people consistently, right? That tell the truth, that speak about what our families are going through, right? We are out here fighting this fight because of what we have lost and what we need to be fighting back for, right? Which is our people's lives, which is our people's dictatorship over their own lives, land, labor, and resources. So, like I said, that even starts with that K95 mask in order for our people to stay protected, in order for our people to, build for themselves, because our people will not be able to see another day, if they are not getting the access that they need to these resources. So we as Hammers got to come through. So I see Chief Watakame coming through with $10. Thank you so much. Minister Wren coming through with $10. Chief Soon coming through with another $10. Thank you so much to everyone that is donating. Your raffle entry coming through for those socks. All right. And, like I said, we have to continue to get these care packages out to the people. And that's not only on MARTA, right? We want to continue to expand where we get these care packages out to, right? We are also making sure to rebuild NOLA, right? Making sure that people are getting supplies down in New Orleans, right? And so your donations ensure that we are getting those supplies to the people, that we are moving forward in a way that the government isn't doing so, right? FEMA and all these other aid agencies say that, we'll give you a loan, right? A loan that you ultimately have to pay back, a loan that, leaves our people in debt. But we can't be indebted to this system anymore. We must move forward from that. So, in order to get supplies to the people, in order to get these tarps out to the people, we need to be moving forward to raise these resources, get these resources back, and move it forward. But remember to continue donating to Cash App BlackHammer.org and also blackhammer.org/donate. And on our website, shopblackhammer.org, we got a super sale going on. It is National Savings Day. So we have a sale of 10% off all of our items. And the coupon code is Hammer Savings, right? So write that down, Hammer Savings, so you could get your 10% off of all items. You got to start stocking up for the winter because it's going to be extra cold and you need to be dripped out as a hammer. So remember to use coupon code Hammer Savings on today and tomorrow to get that 10% off super sale on shopblackhammer.org. All right. And next up, I'm going to invite y'all into economic development as well, making sure that we are getting these resources back for the people. And that is here for you to see.
Good evening. Today is Black Monday, the day the Dow dropped more than 500 points.
There are fears that the Dow will drop and drop quickly, and we're already seeing that.
I think what's going on is a big macro liquidation.
Land back, land back. So as you see, Economic Development Committee is focused on building power for our people through getting our resources back, right? We have had our resources stolen from us for over 600 years. And so we are the ones to stand up, to be the soldiers for our people, to ensure that they get these resources, that they are getting this housing, that they are getting fed in a way that the colony will not allow them to. Right? So we are moving forward and making sure to, hit us up at BHO Economic Development at protonmail.com. And I still want to give a shout out to the other donations that came through, because I'm looking at Facebook and we also got YouTube up as well. So shout out to Red Hammer for $40. That is 4 entries for the raffle. G Hammer for $10, as well as some other donations that we have received. We got $1 from Louis, $1 from Jasmine, $5 from Tally, $2 from Kyle, and $5 from Nevea on the ground rally. Thank you so much to everyone that has also donated on the ground. Your donations are going to go so much further than just care packages, but ensuring that our people are truly getting this liberation. And so many shout outs we got going on. And if you're donating on the ground, we will continue to shout you out during our rallies. But next up, I want to, let White people, the Saltines, know what your place is in revolution. And that is making sure that colonized people do get their resources back. 600 years is a little bit too long to be borrowing our land. Nah, y'all been stealing it at this point, right? And the way that you have to do that is through paying reparations, through reparating, not only money, but also other resources, such as skills, right? Making sure to reparate resources. So if you have any supplies, any, paychecks that are coming through, you need to be giving that to our reparations corps. And you could join up at blackhammer.org/reparations to get onto the right side of revolution. But I want to thank everyone who donated tonight. Continue to donate at Cash App, blackhammer.org, and blackhammer.org/donate. And I will see you all around. Land back.
Land back. Thank you, Chief Amalicha. And thank you to all of those who donated today. Those resources go back to you. They go back to the people, right? So when you see us giving out K95 masks, when you see us giving resources to people in New Orleans, that is your resources giving back to you, but not just to you, but to everyone who's going through similar things or the same thing as you, right? We all deserve that control over our lives, that dictatorship of our lives. And so we give that back to the people. Next, we got our Secretary General Tiger, who is going to talk to us a little bit more about what it means to be doing the service for our people on the ground. Land back, Secretary General Tiger.
Land back, y'all. Can everyone hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up. Do I see a thumbs up? Yes, I see a bunch of fists. That's actually better than a thumbs up, because we all about, the fist at Black Hammer. All about fisting. Yes, we are. Don't shake your head like that, y'all. Don't shake your head like that. Land back, y'all. I am Secretary General Tiger, representing the colonized nation of India and the petty bourgeoisie, but in the process of committing class suicide, pronouns he, him, and they, them. And I'm just so excited to be here after this amazing rally where we got to speak to our people on the ground and engage them in the process of revolution. Gone are the days when we are just harping, on the internet about, something that the people cannot feel, cannot touch, cannot experience. But, these past few weeks, these past few months, Black Hammer has really been showing what it means for us, to be the vanguard organization, to actually be there to serve our people through all these crises that they've been experiencing, for the past 600 years, and will continue to experience until and unless this system is taken down, right? One of the big ones today being the fact that you know, like the government does not, the American government, you know, the United Snakes government does not have any money left for any of its, you know, welfare programs. And so, you know, people are losing housing, people are losing food, people are like losing their unemployment checks. And that's pushing more and more people out into these streets with like no respite. Like shelters are all clogged up. There's like nowhere for our people to go. But Black Hammer is out here telling our people, listen, every Tuesday you come through and we're going to give you some supplies, and we're going to talk about how can we organize housing for ourselves? How can we organize food for ourselves? You know, how can we build a Hammer City right here in Atlanta where we can grow our own food, where, you know, we can house our, you know, thousands of homeless brothers and sisters in this city, and then replicate that in every city all across the globe. No other organization is out here doing that except Black Hammer. And it's what we have to do, because that's what this situation calls for us to do, right? Like, this is the only place we can be at, and we got to keep getting better every single day, because our people really, really need us to be there for them through this crisis. Right. And what does that mean for all of us here? You know, all of us who now, you know, now that you've sat in this room, you know, now that you've been in a Black Hammer meeting, now that, you know, some of us have been in Black Hammer for a year, a few months, we have, all of us here have a responsibility to take this message out to our people and to start putting, you know, that work every single day, right? To make sure that colonized, poor and working class colonized people who don't have anyone else in this system, right? Who have nothing in this system to rely on but themselves, right? But their own like individual self, as this, you know, system likes to make it. Have someone to rely on, have something to rely on, have, you know, an organization that is truly dedicated to holding them up and truly dedicated to serving them, you know, because unless we do that, there's only going to be more violence. You know, yesterday at the Vanguard, we talked about, you know, the young African boy in Texas, right, who experienced extreme like humiliation and abuse at the hands of his school and his classmates, and the kind of like, you know, violence that it drove him to do, right? We understand that that kind of violence is entirely preventable, right? And the way that it is preventable is by us, those of us in this room, those of us watching on Zoom and Facebook and YouTube, right? Letting our people know that they are not by themselves. They do not have, you know, to fight it out, to fight this system, to try to survive the system by themselves. They have the Vanguard to rely on. They have the Revolution to rely on. They have their local Black Hammer chapter, right? And if there's no chapter, you know, there's cities that have at least one or two Black Hammers, right? At least one or two comrades that they can rely on to, you know, to push this forward, to continue to survive, and then to start to thrive in this system. All right, that is all of our responsibility. That is all of our responsibilities, right? And that means that, you know, right now it's only, you know, it's only Atlanta, you know, that is able to put on our revolutionary church. But tomorrow, you know, the day after, next week, next year, it's going to have to be every single city, you know, with a handful of hammers in it, who does that for their people, right? Lets them know that, you know, we see you, you know, we see what you're going through, and we are going to be here, you know, to, and we are going to walk through it together. You know, that's why Black Hammer has to keep going back, you know, like in Atlanta, to those same spots over and over again, to let our people know that this is not, you know, a one-night thing. We're not some exploitative entity like an NGO, or, you know, just some like church or like temple or mosque, you know, trying to use you to push ourselves forward. We are here for you, right? We are your revolutionary church. We are your revolutionary mosque, your revolutionary temple, you know, where you come in and you are given a better way out. You're not just told to sit there and be happy in this system, right? Happy in oppression, but have the tools to, you know, to take it all down, you know, to take what's rightfully yours back by force. That's what Black Hammer offers. That's what this revolutionary church offers. And that's what all of us have to be prepared to offer to our people every single day, right? And not just as chapters, but as offices, right? Because Black Hammer, we have different offices because we understand that, there's many different aspects to revolutionary work. That's agitation and propaganda, right? That deals with getting the message out to our people, right? And showcasing the work that Black Hammer is doing, but also showcasing, all the problems that face our people under colonialism that colonial media like CNN and Fox News don't want to cover. We have the Ministry of People's Affairs, right? That is here to take the place of colonial entities like FEMA and NOAA and the CDC and the WHO, who use our people as guinea pigs, right? Who put our people in the way of harm for their scientific experiments, who put our people in the way of harm so they can make money, from betting on natural disasters, from investing in the stocks of Pfizer and Moderna, right? That's what the system does. But MPA is out here educating our people, on what really needs to be done to avoid, natural disasters, to avoid, to keep ourselves safe during pandemics. And they are going to have to push this work forward and bring that further to the people. And so is every office. Defense is going to have to do that, right? Economic development is going to have to do that. All of us need to be thinking about different ways in which we can touch our people. And, we can see our people, but can our people see us? We talk about the masses and all of these things all the time, but what does that mean if the people are not feeling our presence, right? That's what all of this has to be about. That's what this revolutionary church is about. That's what, even our last rally was themed on. How do we get more people to see the work that we're doing, see the, the fact that they have someone on their side? And that's what I want us all to focus on this week in our work. And, even when we get in here in this rally, like, are we sharing it out to other people? Are we inviting our friends and family and co-workers in here so they can witness revolution, so they can witness the word, of hope, of the fact that there's a light at the end of this 600-year-long tunnel? But Lambach, that's really all I have today. Making sure that, that we are turning Black Hammer, we are turning revolution every day into something our people can, touch and feel, and feel the difference of it in their lives. So Lambach, I will, see y'all next week. I have some other comrades coming up who have a lot of amazing things to tell you, like the Ministry of People's Affairs. And yeah, thank you for everyone who's sticking around. Really appreciate you.
Lambach, thank you, Secretary General Tiger, for summing up why we even do Revolutionary Church in the first place, right? It's your place that is revolutionary. You can have your church, you can have your mosque, you can have your temple, but know what? You need your revolutionary version of that. You need a place where you can feel the difference that your life is going through. And we want to make sure our people feel materially what their lives can be like when we collectivize and come together and fight for our power, all right? So one way we have to fight for our power is make sure that we are informed about what's going on the world, what's going on in our weather systems, what's going on in our health, what's going on for our people, because there's still a lot we got to take care of once this revolution's over, right? And so we have the Ministry of People's Affairs who lays that out for us and make sure that we are safe when it comes to the ailments of the world, all right? And so we have Minister Wren who's going to talk to us and give us an update about Ministry of People's Affairs. Lambach, Minister Wren.
And back, everyone. My name is Wren. I represent the nations of Panama and Colombia. And I also come from Haripu background, but am committing class suicide. And I use they, she pronouns. And yeah, Lambach, I'm the Minister of People's Affairs, making sure that people are up to date on what's going on around the world and how we can best serve our people and build up communities, right? Like rebuilding our communities, because a lot, like Chief Oju said, this system does not take care of us. So we are here to make sure that we are learning how to take care of ourselves. We are building that self-determination, right? So one of the ways that we are doing that is we are going back to New Orleans, y'all. I'm so excited. With New Orleans, we went down once within 24 hours of the hurricane hitting, and we made sure that people were safe, right? We made sure that people had like the bare minimum, because, there were a lot of areas that didn't have, just simple things like toilet paper, running water, things like that, clean water, not even necessarily running water, but clean water. Because after a hurricane hits, especially one that was a Category 4, all the water can be contaminated. So we made sure we brought things like food, water. And this time we're not just bringing that kind of stuff, but we're training the communities that we were in. We're making sure that people have, are able to prepare for the next hurricane, right? Prepare for any kind of, natural event, because we know that, this isn't going to be the last one. So, making sure that, they're prepared and know how to address some of the long-term impacts of flooding, right? So one of the things that happens is even if something is slightly damp, which with humidity and the humidity of Southern Louisiana, there's a high chance of things staying damp for a long time. There's a chance of mold. There's a chance of all kinds of things, like just bacteria, things like that. We need to make sure that people are staying safe. So, making sure that things are being disinfected after the flooding, all of that stuff. So we're going back. So make sure that y'all are hitting that Cash App so we can get all these resources down to Louisiana. Hashtag rebuild NOLA. If you haven't been, passing out these flyers when you're doing outreach, please make sure you are. Every single weekend we have, a cute, beautiful flyer that really shows pictures like this one, and along with other pictures of us giving out these resources and making sure that people are aware, hey, this is us making sure that people know how to take care of themselves, right? So this is the Ministry of People's Affairs, making sure that people are, not only able to, stay up to date with what's going on around the world, but also what's going on with, these mandates and, this pill that's coming out. Oh, goodness. Mandates are increasing, but there's been a lot of pushback all across the country. I don't know if y'all saw, but even the Texas governor was like, nope, we aren't taking any kind of, from any entity, doesn't matter who you are, we're not taking any kind of mandate. And, honestly, I don't blame him, especially considering that a lot of the people that he's working for, right, a lot of people that are under his dictatorship or whatever, that work under him are also gonna fight back. He wouldn't be able to tell them to take it if you wanted to. But anyways, there's been a lot of protests all around the country, or all around the United Snakes, trying to push back against this, including our Fraud Fauci Fridays, which there's a list on our website. There's a list on our flyers of where we're having all of these protests as well, to make sure that that this government knows that we are not for this. We do not agree with this. We need to have dictatorship over our life, including what goes in it. And people are losing jobs over this. They really, there's been so much pushback, y'all, because we know, everybody knows, we don't know what's in this, and it should be a choice, even if you've gotten it, and you should be able to see that this should be a choice, right? And y'all, there's a new pill coming out. I don't know, I need to look more into who made this pill. It's very interesting how, this random manufacturer just comes out of nowhere and is like, oh, here's a magic pill that will reduce your symptoms. And it's very similar to what they are saying that the vaccine does, that the vaccine, reduces your symptoms, but that's not what a vaccine's supposed to do. So if it's very similar to that, then I don't trust it. Even just based off of logic, this system has, the CDC at the FDA has been behind on COVID. They still haven't told people that they should be wearing the KN95 mask or medical mask. They still haven't told people how to just stay safe without putting random chemicals into their body. So I don't trust this pill. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll have a bigger update next week. But yeah, there's a new pill that is possibly going to be coming out in the next, getting approved and stuff by the FDA. But we will keep y'all updated on that. And up next, we also, have a little bit of a Rona tip. You can go to the COVID-19 basics page where it really breaks down how to stay safe with COVID. If you've gotten COVID, it even tells you, what type of remedies for the symptoms, right? Like how to keep your throat from getting too sore and like your lungs open, things like that. It's all broken down on our blackhammer.org/COVID-19 basics, so that y'all can, stay up to date. If you have family, if you have friends that, just need to get more educated on like what's going on with COVID, make sure that you are sending that link out. If you have questions though, make sure that you're hitting us up. We have a health helpline, so that if you have questions on COVID or any other, illness, like we are also keeping up to date with like malaria, and things like that. So if you have questions on that, make sure to hit us up with the health helpline at protonmail.com, and we'll answer anything you got. And yes, we also need people. We would love to have more comrades in with us. So if you are interested in, natural events, or answering medical questions, researching medical questions, if you're just curious, right? Like if you just want to learn more, right, about what we do, then just hit me up at bh-mpa@protonmail.com, and we will get you plugged in. And you can also email us if you have any, supplies to donate. If you have, some supplies to donate for NOLA, if you have some supplies to donate for around COVID, make sure to email us as well. Yeah, land back, y'all. I hope you all have enjoyed the rest of the rally and enjoy the rest of your night. Land back.
Land back. Thank you, Minister Wren, for that update on what's going on with that pill. Like I was like, Merck trying to Merck. And also thank you for letting us know about how we're going back to New Orleans to make sure that the people don't just get resources, but that they get the resources of organization as well to maintain that for the rest of their lives. All right. And next, we talking about going on the ground, but we want to make sure that you know about what's going on the ground and get you introduced to our new hammers. So to help do that, we have our very own Chief Nadia, who is going to help us introduce our new members, who you'll be able to hear in a moment. Land back, Chief Nadia. While Chief Nadia comes on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you hear from our new members first, because our new members are some amazing new comrades, and I want to make sure that you are able to hear a little bit more about who they are. So here are our new hammers. Laying back.
Hello, my name is Miss Ruth, and I'm African Nation, and I go by he and her, she and her. Your class? And my class is low poverty class. And I joined Hammer organization because of the homeless people. We need to go get them love, hope, peace, and faith. Period. And I also do street ministry downtown at Richard Park on Sundays at 3:30, right across from Walgreens. And if you're very interested in it, you can stop by. And we do praise team and sing and dance. You have a blessed and prosperous day.
So my name is E. I'm repping the African Nation, coming from a lower class into second half of my family, which was upper middle class, aspiring to be rich and part of the white culture. I grew up lower class with my mother and my father in the hood and the projects and all that, running the streets, and both of my parents were, running the streets as well. And I use he, him pronouns, and that's about it. Thank you for welcoming me into the group. I can't wait to see how the movement grows and goes.
What's good, everybody? My name is Kino. My nation, I come from the African descent. My people are from Africa. I'm black, okay? My class is low working class, okay? All the way up next to the middle class, which I ain't middle class, which you know what I'm saying, but I am the class, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of class. My pronouns is he, I'm a him, you know what I'm saying? I'm a boy, I'm a man. And why I joined the nation is specific. Why I joined the community is specifically because, like he said, I want to walk the wall and not just only talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So just to clean up the community, be changed. Can't talk about change. Got to be changed and educate yourself and have better insight of what's really going on with the CDC and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I look forward to meeting everybody, working with everybody, talking to everybody, chopping it up with everybody, and also being a positive influence for the pursuit of peace and purpose that will also influence the other people around them with everybody. Nice to meet y'all. Like I said, my name is Kino. Yeah, that way.
Hey, this is Comrade Amina, representing the nation of Africans, hopefully. My class status, I guess, is middle class to poor because I'm in Baltimore. So, yeah. I pronounce him and her, I guess. Why I joined? I joined because I feel like I align with you, with your mindset, your ideas. I have my own nonprofit. I teach welding, so I'm trying to inspire people to get back to trades, which I think align with everything that y'all doing here. Why did I really join? Because God sent me. That's what I feel like. That's what I really want to lead with. I can't really pinpoint of as to why other than that because sometimes destiny has no real answers, I guess. Okay, I'm here. Thanks. I'm out. I'm a little nervous, so don't worry about that.
Hi, Redema. My name is Jason Michaels, and I'm representing the poorer class. Yeah. I'm currently living in Jamaica, representing Jamaica. Yeah.
Hi everyone, my name is Amaya. I rep the nations of Haiti and Panama. I'm from the lower middle class and I also identify as she, her. I joined Black Hammer because I think it's really interesting that you guys put in so much energy and effort and knowledge to revolt against colonizers. I also want to be able to do more research and learn more about the principles that you guys all abide by. And I'm just really excited to join an organization that has the same views on society that I do as well.
What's up, everybody? It's DJ Virgils. I'm hailing from the nation of Africa. My class is Petty Bourgeois, recovering. I go by she, he, and they, and I am joining. Really, I think overall it's about healing, but I also really think that there's so much like incredible like synthesis that is going on at Black Hammer that I think is really gonna save us all.
Hey, Lenda, y'all. This is Mr. Song. I represent African Nation. I come from Ivory Coast, middle class background. I use he, him pronoun. The reason why I joined this organization is because I want to practicing revolution theory with poor across the world. I'm so excited to be here. Land back.
Land back, and welcome to our new Hammers. I am so excited, and I feel so happy that y'all have joined us, right? And have chosen to, continue to spread the positivity, right? Because we met all these people, all these people are attracted to the work that we've been doing, right? In the communities and everything like that. And so it's really beautiful to see. And, I'm so excited and so happy that all of y'all have joined. So I just want to shout y'all out. Okay, welcome to Black Hammer. And I did also now, if you liking what you're seeing, right? And you heard the voices of our new members, you heard why they joined, right? Come join, this positivity, right? we out here active in the communities every week, right? Serving our people and inspiring and motivating them, most importantly, right? To come out here and join us, right? Because it isn't just, we're not out here, you know, to do charity, that type of thing, right? We're not out here to just pass off some things and leave. We're not like these politicians that come around, you know, once every 4 years. So if you looking, you know, to do something real, to build something real in your community, right? If you fed up with this system, I know y'all are. I know y'all are. This pandemic is crazy. Okay. You need to come through and join Black Hammer. Join Black Hammer today. Okay. You won't regret it. Come meet like-minded, colonized people that are working to get free every day. We working for our liberation, and that's what we do here. We work. Okay, whether it's, you know, we on the trains, we in, you know, the streets all the time. So be sure to come out here and join us. I want to shout out once again our new members, and I look forward to, you know, more people joining, because, you know, the organization, we keep growing. Y'all. It's crazy. It's not really crazy. But yeah, shout out to all the new hammers. Be sure to come through and join. Okay, if you liking what you're seeing, share this. You know, and let's spread this revolutionary word to our peoples. All right, land back, everybody.
Laying back, thank you so much, Chief Nadia, for helping us introduce our new hammers and telling people to join. Again, join at blackhammer.org/join. And that's where you'll be able to get in on this revolutionary, I wouldn't call it a party. It's a party, but it's also work, like Chief Nadia said. All right, so let's get to it. And then right now, we're gonna hand it back to Chief Amalicha one more time, pass that collection plate one more time to make sure that our people can get the resources that we need for NOLA, for on the ground doing trash pickup, for making sure they get masks, all those things. So one more time, Chief Amalicha.
Land back, and thank you so much again, Chief Oju, as well as Chief Nadia, coming through with those new members on the ground. Yes, welcome to all of our new hammers and everyone else, and so excited to have y'all up in this work. And as we get to work as hammers, that means we got to get these resources out to the people, right? And one of the biggest projects that we have going on in the Black Hammer organization right now is Rebuild NOLA, right? Hurricane Ida hit, and so many, like millions of families within Louisiana lost their homes, you know, lost power, lost water, lost access to food. But our people are fighters. You know, they weren't gonna let this hurricane hit them the way that that the colony wants it to, right? Our people are going to live through it, but we have to ensure to also show up for our people, right? So we are raising resources to get supplies down to the people. And that is through donating to Cash App BlackHammer.org, but you can also Cash App Rebuild NOLA and Venmo at Rebuild NOLA to get these resources to the people. And that includes granola bars, that includes more care packages, more meals, more tarps in order for our people to have roofs over their head, and Hammer City. Because, you know, the land out in New Orleans is basically, you know, at this point underwater, right? These hurricanes keep coming through, right? The colony has tried to make it as unlivable as possible for our people. So our people have to take the land back, and that's through raising resources. So again, I have my pyramid here: $5 for a box of granola bars, $10 for care packages, $25 for meals, $50 for tarps, and $100 if you are ready to see Hammer City. So let me see y'all in these comments with these donations for our people, honey, because we need to get these care packages out to them immediately. And, you know, in NOLA, our people will know exactly what to do, you know, once they receive these resources, right? Because our people have learned to survive through these multiple hurricanes, right? Whether that's Hurricane Ike, Hurricane Rita, Hurricane Laura, right? These hurricanes that happen every single year for our people. It's a seasonal thing. So you have to understand what's going to happen in the place that you call home, right? And the colony tries to take away that home from the people. So I see mountains are pointy with $5. Come through with that donation. Let me see some more in our chat, in our Facebook comments. We are live on 3 platforms right now. I see Black Hammer Times, and Black Hammer TV YouTube. And you can also pledge, if you aren't able to give today, you can always give at another time during the week. And we will make sure to follow up with you so we can follow up with our people and get them these resources immediately. So remember, you can always donate at Cash App, Rebuild NOLA, Venmo, Rebuild NOLA. So I see Coach Soon coming through with another $10. That's another entry into the raffle, y'all. Okay. I saw Red with 4 entries, right? So, how they say in the Hunger Games, the odds are ever in your favor to get these socks. And that's another thing that we put in these care packages is socks so our people can stay warm, right? And as it continues to, move into the colder seasons, our people have lost so much, and that includes socks. So we need to get our people socks, get our people clothes, meals, and whatnot. So come through and make sure to donate, and pledge at least $10 so you can get entered into our raffle. And remember, we have that sale on shopblackhammer.org for 10% off all items. So, all of the resources that are collected from shopblackhammer.org, again, go towards the organization and making sure that we get these supplies on the ground to our people. And I can't wait to see you new hammers out at Outreach, making sure that we get these care packages out immediately and that we bring in new revolutionaries. So thank you so much to Mina, who sent $10 for care packages. Thank you so much, new comrades, and we will see you around. Land back.
Land back. Thank you, Chief Amalijo. Thank you for those who came through and donated again. That was another raffle entry. I was like, oh, wait, I forgot about the raffle, yo. Yeah, I never be winning raffles, but maybe this is the time I do. Also, go to shopblackhammer.org. That's where I got this fly hat right here. And not only does it say land back, it has Black Hammer on the back. All right. And so make sure that you come and join Black Hammer. Make sure you're supporting Black Hammer however you can. All right. And if you are interested in doing this kind of work, join Agitation Propaganda, the committee that helps put on this rally for our people. All right. And I didn't even introduce myself. I'm Chief Oju. I represent the nations of Africa and Bodiken, come from the working class with some Betty Boo fries. And I use he, him pronouns. And I'm the chief of Agitation and Propaganda. And so, yes, come join me. If you have any questions, email bhagitationpropaganda@protonmail.com. Well, we hope you enjoy this rally. We hope you enjoy this revolutionary church. Make sure you are still sharing this link on YouTube and Facebook. And we'll see you next week. I want to see if I could get the people here to unmute and give me a big land back. Can we get a nice land back if you're able to unmute? Give a good land back.
Land back.
Land back. Land back. And we'll see you